So my name is Jessica Gomez and I'm new to the plant YouTube. So welcome to my channel, you guys. I'm a fellow plant mom, plant parent, and I have recently caught the Hoya bug. So I want to share all my favorite Hoyas with you guys and how I got into Hoyas. But yeah, let's just jump right into the video and I'm going to share with you guys my favorite Hoyas in my collection, and it is growing rapidly. So the first one that initially got me interested in Hoyas and honestly made me fall in love with it the longer I had it. So this is a Hoya Compacta that I got from a friend that I met through Instagram. And so at first, you know, I just got it from her. It was a small cutting, probably with like 2 to 3 leaves. And this guy has just been growing so crazy. So what I did is, since I only had one cutting and it had like 3 leaves, as soon as it started growing a lot of leaves, it split 2 stems. I began to propagate this guy. And this is the first Hoya and the only Hoya so far that I've tried to propagate. Sorry, that I tried to propagate. And this propagates so well. So I cut off one stem right here, another stem there, and I believe I cut another stem into 3 pieces, and I recently actually propagated them back into the pot yesterday. So these are the 3 new propagations I made from that one stem. It's 1, 2, 3. So yep, this is the Hoya Splash that started the whole addiction to Hoyas. Okay, so up next, this was my second Hoya actually that I purchased. I went big and I went hard when I purchased my second Hoya. So this is the Hoya Compactavaragata. Isn't that insane, you guys? Look at how beautiful it is. It's very variegated. It also has like pink on it as well. So this was my second Hoya. And honestly, I got it probably like 3 months ago, and since then it's only put off this new growth at the very tip. And I would say that these are really great Hoyas, but what I've noticed is like the true white leaves that just come out completely white, they tend to be there for a bit, but then they fall off. So you do get a little bit of balding. I have a little bit right here when I first got it. These leaves were like completely white, but they didn't stay here for very long. But yeah, crazy. This is my second Hoya, and I actually found it at a local plant shop, which was amazing. Okay, and then I ordered this. I believe this is the Hoya Crimson Queen. To be honest, I get really confused with the Hoya Crimson Queen and the Hoya Princess, but this is the Hoya Crimson Queen, I believe, that I ordered from Etsy. And it hasn't put out much new growth since I got it. I want to say I got this one probably like a month and a half ago, and it hasn't put out too much growth, but I did like repot it, and it seems to have grabbed on to the soil really well, so that's a good sign. You know, it is getting to October and summer's practically almost over, so I don't expect it to put out much growth, but we'll see next year. I'm really excited to see how this thing will grow. Okay, and then also I got this amazing Hoya calix, and I feel like this one, oh, and it's the splash version. Sorry about that, guys. Hoya Calix splash version. So this guy honestly has just been growing like a weed. I feel like this is probably like the easiest Hoya to care for, and it grows really fast. Kind of what my next plans for this little guy are to get like a U trellis and have it kind of grow up in a U with that trellis. But yeah, this is my Hoya Splash. Hoya Compacta Splash. Okay, And this guy, my Hoya Curtsy. So I actually recently got this one. It was about 2 weeks ago, and it did lose a little bit of foliage. I repotted it, and it seems to be doing okay. It's not like thriving, but I don't feel like it's dying. It's staying alive. Yeah, give me some tips about Hoya Curtsy Eye, you guys. I feel like what I've seen in the plant YouTube world is that they're a little bit difficult to take care of. So if you guys have any tips, let me know. I'm super curious to know if there's anything I could help improve my Hoya Curtsy Eye. As of right now, it's growing on a northeast facing window, which has been okay for my Hoya Hindu rope, the variegata one, and my Hoya Bovada was doing amazing there as well. So yeah, let me know any tips for how to take care of a Hoya Curtsy Eye, because it's doing all right. It could definitely use some improvement. So then I have my Hoya Compacta, and this is the regular form. This is the non-variegated form. Let me give you guys a close-up of what it looks like. Oh my gosh, this thing is so beautiful. So this guy was actually, there's a really funny story behind it. So Sunday, my boyfriend and I, we went to our favorite plant store because they have beautiful cactus specimens, and they also have a lot of gorgeous houseplants there. And so I saw this Hoya Compacta when I walked into the plant shop, and I was taken away. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this, but it's a little bit out of my budget. So I ended up walking out and I didn't purchase it, right? And like probably 2 days later, no, it was 3 days later. So I was studying for one of my exams, and I could not stop thinking about this Hoya Compacta since I left that store on Sunday. And so I was on my study break, and I was like, you know what, like, let me go back, look at some cute plants, and if the Hoya Compacta is still there, then it's meant to be. It needs to come to my home. I need it in my life, no excuses. I'm like, if it's not there, it's all right, you know? It wasn't meant to be. So I walk in, it's there, I immediately go to it, and I'm like, I want this. Like, look how full and bushy it is, you guys. Like, it is difficult to find, I would say, a Hoya Compacta at a really good length and bushiness. So that is very difficult to find. So when I saw it, I knew I had to have it, and I went back and I got it. I was like, I've been thinking about you for 3 days, and you're in my home now, and I'm so excited. So that's that guy. And my most recent, sorry about that. Okay, and my most recent purchase is my Hoya Crimson Princess. So it's so gorgeous. It has like white, and it also has like pink leaves on it, variegation. I don't know if you can tell on camera if it's picking it up well, but I saw this one too. I didn't even have to think about it like a second time. I knew it had to come home with me. And I actually bought this one in the East Bay Nursery. And yeah, I'm so happy it came into my life. It's so full, it's so bushy. And I love that the variegation, this one begins in the middle and the outside is green. Versus the Hoya Crimson Queen, the variegation is on the outside and the green is middle. And the Hoya Crimson Princess is just the opposite of that. So guys, these are my Hoyas, and I'm so happy that you guys joined me today. I know my freaking collection is just going to keep expanding, so I will keep you guys posted on any new Hoyas that I get. Feel free to comment, subscribe, like this video. Also, you can follow me at my Instagram pages, which are keep_on_growing on Instagram or YouTube. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.